Hey there, everyone. I am currently on day 2 of my second extended fast. So, yesterday went well. Went golfing with Brady, and hardest part about it was honestly just like kind of the temptation of him being like, "Why'd you have to do this right now? We could have gone to the flight deck for lunch," um, and just me being like, because it's my first day. Yesterday was my first day not working also, or yeah, after working all summer, my first day off. And so, I did struggle with like, do I really want to do that right as I'm like finally on vacation and kind of have my freedom again? But I did, because I started my first extended fast 3 days before going back to work, and I continued with the fast even once I was back at work because I felt so good. But I haven't totally reset my system, so I know I still have some healing to do. So I did want to do it again right after. And it was good timing. Like I realized I had enough time to allow my fast to play out as long as I wanted it to before going camping with my brother, where I know it'll probably all go out the window, right? So the hardest part yesterday was between the hours of 6 and 9. The hunger pains and the moans and groans and just like not feeling well were really strong. And I just kept kind of praying, for God to give me the strength to continue and to stay strong and not give in and to do this. And I made it through, and I fell asleep at 10 to about 11. And when I woke up at 11, the hunger was gone. So that was good. That was like a win for me. And then I slept through the night last night, which during the first extended fast, I did not sleep through the first night. I woke up and was up for about 3 hours and then went back to sleep, but woke up feeling great. So today, woke up feeling great. No hunger. Dropped like 3 pounds. And spent my morning mixed with, journaling, diving into scripture, journaling, housekeeping, laundry, cleaning, and then I dove into some videos about fasting on how I can get the most out of autophagy and ketosis. And anyway, I learned some things. So when those hunger pains are super strong, there's 2 things you can do. One is exercise, which totally makes sense to me because one, it'll get your mind off of it. Like, so you're not just sitting there ruminating, thinking about, I have a friend, thinking about, oh man, I wish I could eat something, and thinking about the different things that like would taste so good right now. And then the other thing is to, it's heat. So he said like a regular sauna was the number one if you have one. But if you don't have a regular sauna, number 2 is a sauna blanket, which I've been telling people for 2-3 years now how amazing that sauna blanket is. I love my sauna blanket. I got it during like a lightning sale on Amazon a few years ago. And Brady loves it. I love it. And it's so relaxing. And it's so crazy how just laying in that thing for a little bit releases my back and everything. So the third suggestion was a bathtub, which I don't do bathtubs. So the infrared sauna blanket is great for me. And I laid in it this afternoon. And now I'm just kind of bored. Brady's been at work all day at the golf course. And so I just like wasn't really sure what to do with myself because I've been doing like all my self-care stuff all day. So I thought I'd go for a walk. So I'm just walking through the neighborhood and thought I would do a video to capture how I'm feeling and how I look day 2 of this fast. And definitely the challenge is that like you're kind of over it on water. Yes, you can add salt to it, which I do. I've been adding more of the trace minerals this time around than the Redmond salt. And maybe that's what I'm kind of missing, because I do have a metallic taste in my mouth right now, which they say is a good sign because it means that you are in ketosis. So that's good. But yeah, like I've been having tea. I had coffee this morning. I had decaf last night and another cup of tea. So I just have been kind of switching it up. And last time I did the extended fast, I would pick like tea for a day and then coffee for a day. I'm not really doing that yet. Anyway, I don't know if that'll change. But right now I'm just kind of like mixing it up to try and keep a little variety. And then I made the mistake of like researching bone broth because you're supposed to break your fast with bone broth. And now it's just like craving bone broth. I'm like, can I just drink it now? But no, I'm holding out. I'm going to be strong. So we're going to make it at least 72 hours. Thanks, guys. All right, it's time for an update. So, about 2 weeks ago, I embarked on my second extended fast, which I believe I already posted about, and I was supposed to post a follow-up, and I haven't. So when I work all summer long, I'm in like go, go, go mode. So when I'm finally done, I kind of just stop for a little period of time and rest. So I feel like I've had that rest and now I'm ready to get back at it. So I wanted to give you an update on how things went down with my fast because it didn't go as planned. So my minimum was to do the 72-hour like no food or alcohol fast. And then my goal was 5 days to match my previous fast, which actually went for 5.5. And then I wanted to keep going. I wanted to try for 7, and I just was hoping that it would be as positive of an experience as it was the first time, but it wasn't. So what did I experience this time? Discomfort, hunger pains. It was way harder to get through like day 2 than I remember it the first time. And now after doing it a second time, I do remember that it was difficult in that first one. Kind of some of the memories came back. But mainly like by day 3, I didn't feel well. I felt sick, like I was coming down with a cold. And so ultimately after the 72 hours, I decided to end the fast. I did end it differently this time. Last time I just started eating regular food. This time I did introduce bone broth first, and then I had tacos afterwards. I did not feel sick from introducing food, but like I said, I did have like a cold, like almost like a sinus infection. And I don't know if that was anything relating to do with the fast, but I just had to listen to my body and kind of give in. So I was reading scripture today, and I just wanted to share what I read about it because it talks about fasting. This is my Spiritual Growth Bible, which I really like, although I'm now cross-referencing between the King James. Oh, sorry. I have lost my my selfie stick, which is another reason that's kind of deterred me from posting any videos, because I have to like hold the phone, which makes it hard to reference other materials. But so what's funny is I was reading just right before this on temptation, dealing with temptation, which I was tempted by many things, and especially like the desire to break the fast. But in this next little section, it talks about breaking the cycle of sin, and it talks about how Jesus was tempted by Satan when he was fasting. He was tempted with food, and he was also tempted, I guess, with like prestige. It says enticed him with prestige when he had given it up. And so anyway, it says practical help in temptation. Turning your attention quickly to other things, quoting scripture, praying, not being alone, avoiding situations that we know are tempting for us, not mixing with the wrong people. These are just some of the practical steps we can take to break the cycle of sin and strangle it at birth. So, I mean, I was still carrying on like we went boating on that last day, but ironically, and we are usually all partaking and having drinks when we go out on the boat in the summertime, but oddly enough, over half of us were not drinking on that day. And so the temptation to drink, I mean, it was there, but it wasn't, I don't know, it was more that I wanted to be on the team of like not drinking. It was just, I needed food. Like I felt really depleted energetically. So anyways, it says, what we cannot do is fail to resist and then either blame the devil, for if we resist the devil, he will flee, or blame God, for God never tempts anyone. Rather, if we call out to him, he always provides an escape when we are tempted. And if we fail, this is the important part, we should not be discouraged. Use each failure to learn for next time. And above all, remember that if we confess our failures, he has promised to fully forgive. I don't consider this second fast like a total failure, because I did make it the 72 hours, but it just wasn't as fun as the first fast. So I'll try it again. And maybe it just wasn't the best idea to do it coming right off of my super strenuous 12-week work schedule where I don't really get a break. So anyway, I just wanted to share that. I think I have another video of like during the fast that I'll add to the beginning of this to share with you guys. And like to hear your comments. Has anyone else out there done an extended fast? What was your experience? How did your scripture or Bible study or whatever praying help you through it? And yeah, any tips or any feedback on what you experienced? I'd love to share. I see it shared in the comments. And yeah, I did also have a little bit of weight loss with this one, although that wasn't the main goal. And yeah, so that's my experience. Hope you guys find this helpful if you're thinking of taking on an extended fast. And even if it's a what not to do. Have a great night.